So this video is titled, "What is David Haye doing?" And I think that's quite a broad question at the minute. I mean, what is David Haye doing in life? What is he doing in boxing? It all started when he made it quite clear to viewers of IFL TV, amongst other sort of media resources, that he was very much planning a comeback. He wasn't retiring. He was looking at one more run at the heavyweight championship. There was a lot of talk from David himself about him making a comeback towards the end of 2014. I remember at the time there were huge, strong rumours that David was going to appear on Eddie Hearn's pay-per-view, which was headlined by Cleverly versus Bellew. It then went all a bit quiet with David Haye. New rumours emerged that he was signing with Al Haymon. You know, it's been 3 or 4 months since those rumours emerged and we haven't seen anything of it. Al Haymon's pretty much signing everyone. You know, he's announced huge big fights, huge TV deals. You'd have to assume if the Haye deal had gone through, it would have been announced in and amongst all of, those developments, especially with Al Haymon now having Deontay Wilder holding one version of the heavyweight championship of the world. So, I'm a David Haye fan. I've been to a few David Haye fights. I've followed his career closely. I follow him on Twitter, Facebook, etc. And I was a bit surprised when he has recently been posting photos of himself, because he looks like he's really put on a lot of weight, a lot of size. He posts a lot of topless photos online, and he doesn't appear to have the sort of definition and, fitness in his physical appearance that we all associate with David Haye. I remember when I was at Haye Chisora and seeing him that night, it genuinely looked like he was carved in stone. Wasn't an ounce of fat on the guy, it was raw muscle. Whereas recently he's been looking quite rounded. For me, what's a surprise is I don't understand why a heavyweight like David Haye would want to put on too much weight. I mean, let's be honest, Haye's hallmark is speed and power. It's not like he needs to put on weight to hit harder, because he's already got enough power. Power isn't the problem. He kind of gets his power, if you like, from explosiveness, from the combination of speed and strength. But for me, David Haye, he's such an athletic fighter. He likes to rush in. He relies on speed and agility. For me, him ballooning up a stone or two, and it's not necessarily obvious to the way he fights. Now, I guess in the heavyweight division, you could always say, it's good to have a bit more weight so you're not pushed about by bigger heavyweights. But if we look at when David Haye struggled in fights, like the Klitschko fight, for example, you wouldn't necessarily say that's because Vladimir Klitschko used big man tactics against him. It's just not really the way David Haye fought that fight. So I found his weight gain slightly bizarre. He seems to have made a constant and, definite effort to go up in weight, which I didn't really understand. And for me, this was compounded when I watched the ITV coverage this weekend where he was commentating. He really didn't look to be in the best of shape. David Haye is someone I associate with being like sort of fitness model style physique. And, the fact that he was carrying a bit of a chin on him, the fact that he was just looking like his jacket was a bit tight on him, it just made me think, like, is this the real David Haye? Is he still planning a comeback? Is he training as hard as he used to? We know he's been inactive for so long. We know he's financially secure. We know he might have TV deals and, broadcasting deals. I know he's had a spell in reality TV. But I want to know if the desire's still there. The last we've heard from David Haye is he's still making a comeback. But there's been no sign of him for quite some time now. And for me, the weight gain doesn't quite add up. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks very much for watching.